Hi, in this video we will take a look at my stock portfolio, which is now worth about 80,000 euros. Let's dive in. So my name is Jelle, and like I said in the beginning, in this video we're going to take a look at my stock portfolio, and we'll mainly focus on what has happened the last month, which will be May. So before we take a look at my stock portfolio, let's take a look at the market first. I have a playlist which is called Top Asset. These are my top assets, of course, and we have a lot of ETFs in there and some major companies. And this is like my basic to-do list of what is happening on the stock market. So let's start with AUEA, the top 50 stocks of Europe, which I currently do not have in the stock portfolio because I have the VUER, which is 500 plus companies. So I prefer this one over the AUEA, which is only 50 companies. I've put it on the day interval because it gives us a better understanding what is happening on the short term, but also give us a bit of insight of what is happening on the long term. As we can see with the AUEA, that we are now not in a position to buy. If you are, of course, like myself, I have the habit of buying on or below the red line. Of course, this is a personal thing. It's also something like technical analyst, and this is not, you can still buy it right now if you have a long-term vision. It doesn't really matter. But if you buy here instead of there, of course you have a better buy-in and then a higher chance of having profit. So let's take a look of all of them. We have FUSA. Well, FUSA is the top 500 stocks of America. And as we can see, there's a big rise and yeah, now a small correction, but let's wait until this goes down much further because I mean, this is just a very high rise. It will be better not buying this right now because the chance of having a correction to the downside is quite high. Then we have the VEUR, and this one looks a bit healthier but still quite high. So we want to wait until it gets lower than this. I try to buy it every month, but in general, I want to buy something if it's in the red. You just get a better buy-in. Then we go to Google, and Google is now finally showing some form of correction because it has risen quite a lot. If we look at the higher time frame, let's go to 4 days. We can see it's very high, and here there was a small correction, but still we are way off from on the 4 day. So yeah, let's wait until it goes lower and then I will definitely buy this one. We have the Euro, Google, then we have Microsoft. Microsoft is quite interesting because on a higher interval it's still below the red line, so it should be a buy, but it's showing a form of correction. It goes up day by day in small degrees, but it's still a buy if you have the cash. Then Nvidia, still too high. We have Apple. Apple also showed some great rise over here. Yeah, again, we want to buy when it's on or below the red line. Then we have Meta. Meta is not performing as well. It goes sideways for a long time right now. I'm in position. I can buy more, but of course you have to be careful. If it goes sideways all the time, your money is stuck in an asset. Then we have Tesla. Tesla is also not doing that much, also going a bit sideways. Amazon has shown a good rise. I took some profit, which we will discuss later in the video, and now apparently there is a decline. So let's see, and we might start buying more when it's reaching 190 or something. So that was it for this market update. Let's take a look at the stock portfolio and transactions I made last month. So this is what happened last month. We sold some Amazon with a nice profit. Let me take a look at the Excel sheet I made. So Amazon I bought for 177 euro and I sold it for 228.7, as you can see over here, or 20, yeah, which was a profit of 206 euro. Decent, not bad, because I bought Amazon in February and I sold it in May. So yeah, a couple of months of waiting. Then I bought Shopify, I bought McDonald's. McDonald's is also at the moment quite nicely priced. Let me take a look. We can see here on the longer term, on the 8-day interval, you can see that it's below the red line. So yeah, if you want to have McDonald's, this is a time to buy, I think. That's why I bought McDonald's, and I might buy it this month as well if it stays around this position, because McDonald's is a good long-term investment, I have to say. Okay, let's go back to the portfolio. So yeah, McDonald's, we have Qualcomm, and Qualcomm also made a good return, because I bought it also in February for 115, and now we sold it for 198 euros, which is almost 600 euros of profit. And I still in position. I didn't sold all my stocks in this company. The same with Amazon. Then we bought BMW, I think for the second time, if I'm... Yeah, BMW, we can see it's also clearly in the red line. Like I said, BMW is for me a familiar company. It's been here for a long time, and I think it was a time to buy it some more. I do have a small position because I'm not too sure about the car business at the moment, and also not too sure about Germany. But at the same time, it's not bad to buy a company like this one, because it also pays a nice dividend. Then I bought the ETF 500 stocks. This one, of course, on the day it was above the red line, but still, it's a DCA, so every month you want to buy some, although it's quite a small position, and you keep adding for the long term. That is fine. And I bought some Microsoft on 360, so around here somewhere, and it did rise quite a lot. I didn't sell anything because I want to sell at above 450. I think that will be my next target. So yeah, we have to wait a bit more, but yeah, I keep adding on the position as long as it stays in a nice range to buy, because like I said, in the 4-day or on the 4-day interval, it's still time to buy. So yeah, this is what I did last month. Of course, I still have some alerts at the back end, and I will keep looking at those, or keep waiting until they are triggered, and then we might buy some new companies. I also want to take a look if Intuit is a good time to buy, because I have it in a portfolio, but as you can see, it's clearly on some kind of downfall, although the dividend and earnings seem all right. So yeah, I have this in the portfolio, and I might want to buy more, because this is the time to buy. But of course, only if you have done some research. So yeah, I will take a look at this one. So we reached the end of the video. If you want to check out my whole portfolio, including every stock I'm owning, then you can go to Simply Wall Street or follow the link in the description, and you can see my whole portfolio, including all the stocks I'm owning and what the word is. Let us know in the reactions what you are doing at the moment with investing, what your thoughts are about this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.